Yesterday we saw a crash. I mean, that is without dispute. And I was adding up the number of crashes I've seen during my career, and we come to 7 now. So what we saw yesterday was, I don't know if we can call it the BOJ, the Bank of Japan crash, because it seems to have been partly triggered, at least, by the Bank of Japan raising rates after an extraordinarily long period of negative and zero interest rates. And this has kind of spooked the carry traders. Now, a carry trade is where you can borrow very cheaply a currency like the yen, and then you sell the yen and you put the proceeds on deposit with a foreign currency which is high yielding. And there were some very, very strange trades going on. So basically borrowing yen and buying Mexican pesos, for example, or borrowing yen and buying Australian dollars or New Zealand dollars. And this position, this carry trade position, got so big that with the interest rate rise, it suddenly panicked the traders, and they basically sold everything, and it's knocked through into the stock market and has caused the sudden trigger. So I think it's unfair to blame external factors wholly for the move in the stock market. After all, we saw the Japanese market down 12%, and then the follow through from the States, the markets were down 3%, and then we've seen this rebound today. But clearly they are a factor, but this was really mainly a domestic issue with investors in Japan. If you are a foreign investor and you are unhedged, so your base currency is not yen, so like for example you're US dollar based or sterling or euros, then actually you haven't got an awful lot of damage in the portfolio. So the stocks went down 12%, but the yen has appreciated pretty much the same amount against the other foreign currencies. So this has really impacted domestic investors in Japan, which worries me, because they were just starting to come back into the market and start to buying equities and feeling confident about investing in Japanese companies. Everybody lost a lot of money yesterday, whether it's Neil Newman to Mrs. Watanabe. But today with the snapback, things are looking better. And I think what we'll see is just generally people will dust themselves off, investors will have a look at the market and then decide what to do. Now I'm thinking that as we go forwards, the market will be underpinned again and we'll see a return of interest longer term from Japanese investors, but I think the foreigners will come straight back in again.